Hi guys, so this is going to be a review for the Wet n Wild Fergie line, and it's called Take on the Day Mattifying Powder. I had heard about this coming out through a girl that I follow on Instagram. You guys might all know who I'm talking about. Her name's Novo Cheap, if I'm pronouncing that right. She's a drugstore makeup blogger, so she kind of has like the first inside scoop of what's coming out brand new at the drugstore. So every time I was at Walgreens, I kind of kept my eye out on this one because, as you all probably know or may not know, I like my Dermablend Compact Setting Powder, which I picked up a while ago at CVS, and they were discontinuing these, and so I picked it up for fairly cheap because these compacts, I believe, are like $30 at Ulta. And then what I am like pretty much use every day is my Makeup Forever translucent loose setting powder, which I have in this ginormous e.l.f. Container because my Makeup Forever lid broke and I just didn't want to keep it, without a lid. So I ended up dumping what was in here because I was not very happy with that powder. So I ended up dumping it in here, and it just, yeah. So I pretty much love these. I use these every day. I have oily skin, so after I apply any kind of foundation that I'm doing, I set it with this because I want like no oiliness in my face. So when I heard that they were releasing, when I was releasing a kind of similar concept compact, like I said, I bought this at Walgreens, and I believe it was like $4.99, and there is 0.21 ounces, 6 grams of product in here. And like I said, it's a Fergie from the Fergie line. Now, obviously, drugstore makeup you cannot test, so I just brought it home, and I even kept my receipt, and I was like, if I don't like it, I can always return it. It does come with a little puff, which just says Wet n Wild Fergie, which I don't use, but I'll just keep it in here. And so when I brought it home and I actually opened it, I did notice there was like a, I don't know how to say, a spray of, and I don't want to say glitter. It's almost like a, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a light spray of sparkle. And it's not chunky. It's very, very fine milled, and you can barely see it. And then when I did this, when I kind of rubbed my finger just to kind of see the consistency, because these powders are basically silica based, and that's what kind of gives you that flawless kind of just look. I was kind of shocked that like almost no product came on my finger, so I was kind of like, And I've been trying it for about a week and a half or so. And I can tell you, I'm wearing it right now. Probably won't able to tell from my camera. If I ever ran out of either of these compacts or loose powder, I would probably repurchase it unless this is limited edition, which I don't know for sure. I want to say no, this is just a new product of her line. But I was quite impressed. I went and bought it not thinking or expecting much about it. And then when I got home and I saw that there was a fine milled shimmer to it, I kind of already had it built in my head that I was not going to like it, and it wasn't going to do anything like what I was expecting or what I expect these to do. And I was quite impressed. Now, when you dust it, you brush it on your face, I will say you still see that little micro shimmer, but it's not like you look like a disco ball. You can barely tell. It's to the point that it doesn't bother me. It's not like it's glittery, chunky glitteriness or sparkle, but it is there. I'm not gonna say it's just like an overspray and it's gonna go away after a couple of brushes. I don't think so. But I was quite impressed. I was, like I said, I went in there thinking, I tried it and I was like, I'm not gonna like this, but I'll give it a shot. So I'm quite impressed. And like I said, for $4.99 versus this is $30 versus the Makeup Forever, I believe, runs like $30. I think you can get like a trial size for like $15, and then the full size is like $30 or $35. So these two have been like my go-to setting powders for a while now. And I mean, my compact, you could see I've already hit pan. So if I had to use, you know, repurchase either of those, I would definitely give this a try. I know Essence, which is carried at Ulta, also put one out. I tried looking for that one, and they haven't restocked their shelves with like new stuff, so I wasn't able to pick that one up. So I'm kind of curious because I believe that one's like $3.99. It's even cheaper than this one. But I mean, $4.99, you can't go cheaper than that for a product that does what a $30 product does. So yeah, that is my review for the Wet n Wild Fergie. So if you're interested in this, just keep an eye out. I believe I've only been able to find Fergie line at Walgreens, and Walgreens often has like buy one get one 50% off or 40% off. I know CVS and Rite Aid always has that stuff, and I believe Rite Aid also carries Fergie, but I've always been able to find a larger variety of her line at Walgreens. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.